Welcome back to Module 1 of our CCNA journey. Today we're stepping into Lesson 11, and the topic is one of the most fundamental pieces of networking you'll ever touch: interfaces and ports. These are the physical doorways where devices actually connect to the network, and understanding how Cisco names and references them is the foundation for everything we'll configure later. So let's open the terminal and start decoding the language. Take a name like Gigabit Ethernet 01 and break it into three parts. The first chunk, Gigabit Ethernet, tells you the type and by extension the speed, 1 gigabit per second. The 0 is the slot, the module or line card on the device, and the 1 is the port number on that slot. You'll often see it shortened to GIA1, and the same pattern applies across the family. FE for fast Ethernet at 100 megabit, TE for 10 gig, or just ETH. When you configure it, you type interface Gigabit Ethernet 01 or save your fingers with int GIA01. Let's lay out the family side by side. Fast Ethernet, abbreviated FE, is the old 100 megabit copper you'll mostly find on legacy gear. Gigabit Ethernet, or GI, is today's baseline at 1 gigabit. 10 gigabit TE handles the heavy lifting for uplinks and data center fabric at 10 gigs. Serial, just S, shows up on older WAN links like T1 and E1 circuits. And then there's Loopback, low, a purely virtual interface that never goes down, which makes it perfect for router IDs and for testing reachability. Now that we know the interfaces, how do we actually get into the device to configure them? There are 4 common doors in. The console port is your physical lifeline, a direct cable connection used for first-time setup, and it works even when the network doesn't. SSH is the modern standard, encrypted, remote, and what you'll use day to day. Telnet does the same job, but sends everything in plain text, so treat it as legacy and never run it in production. And AUX is the old dial-up modem option, rare today, but still worth recognizing. Rule of thumb: console to set up, SSH to manage. Once you're in, the very first command to reach for is show IP interface brief. It lists every interface, its IP address, and 2 status columns that tell the whole story. Read them as a pair. Up means the link is healthy and passing traffic. Admin down, like GIA02 here, means someone shut it off in configuration, an easy fix with no shutdown. But down, like GIA03, points to a physical problem. Check the cable, the far end, or the port itself. And that's a natural bridge into where we're heading next. In Lesson 12, we'll build on these status checks with a layered troubleshooting method, working up the stack from physical cabling to IP reachability, so you always know where to look first. If this lesson clicked for you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. The full course is free on YouTube and over at Dargslan.com. See you in the next one.